Okay, my name is Daniel Joshua Durant, and I'm recording my final nutrition and fitness post evaluation. So what I discovered after recording my nutrition and fitness for 1 week, I realized that in some areas that I was consistent, but in other areas I wasn't as consistent. Like and my walking basically was the most consistent one. I would say that because that was easier to incorporate into my routine. The fruits and vegetables, though, like my diet, not as much. That kind of fluctuated a little bit more because I was kind of still like trying stuff out. Um, and it's like the meal that I would have, like I would still have like the same type of meals. I would just try to see if I could like add some more like fruits and vegetables throughout the day in my diet. But because of like the schedule and routine, it's like I'm not really taking or bringing fruits with me in a lunchbox type deal. I'm just like waiting until I get back to the crib. So I'm not really like consistently snacking on fruits and vegetables throughout the day. And like me going based off my meal plan, I'm not really like, you know what I'm saying, like spending more money on just groceries that incorporate like fruits and vegetables. So I did add some more, but due to like my budget and stuff like that, I didn't try to like fully integrate it into my routine regularly. I just tried to add a little bit more. Um, my water intake, that also kind of varied a little bit. Um, I basically what I did was I reduced the amount of soda I was drinking, but I didn't necessarily have the urge to drink more water. You know what I'm saying? Usually with like sugary drinks, I feel like I got more urge to drink it than usual. But with water, it's like if I'm just drinking water, then it's like I'll just eat my food and not really like go out of my way to like drink until I started getting like dehydrated a little bit. So I did end up drinking a little bit more water, but just not as much. You feel me? And then like towards the weekend, I kind of slowed down a little bit just because it's like that's when I kind of like splurge a little bit, like eat out a little bit more. But yeah, it was just like some areas were inconsistent, but others were more consistent based off my routine. Um, Based off how easy it was to kind of integrate it into my routine and like my heart rate and stuff like that. That was more consistent because I still would hit the gym and I still would do my regular walking. So the health in that aspect, like physical fitness type deal, was a little bit better than like um, food or diet, water intake. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the best way to kind of sum it up. I am eating healthier than before. Because before I wasn't having any like fruits and vegetables at all, nor was I trying to be aware of how much of like meat and other like carbohydrates and mainly just meat, how much meat I was eating. Pause, but I kind of just slowed down on that, um, and then added a little bit more vegetables, so it kind of did slightly improve my diet. Um, Drinking enough water and getting enough sleep, not as much. My sleep isn't as inconsistent, was a little bit more inconsistent, just because it's finals and like I kind of just like put my all into getting my capstone. I'm in my senior year, so I'm like focused on my capstone. So I'm like kind of pulling off all nighters and taking naps for real. So my sleep wasn't as good, but I was drinking at least enough water for the daily minimum requirements. So overall, I did improve in my diet. Reflecting on my goals. Um, that's the next part of this is creating two graphs. So I had the two graphs submitted. One was showing basically the consistent to the inconsistent. The walking was consistent, a little bit over 3 miles, and didn't really stray too far from that range on a daily basis. The water though was a little bit different. That varied by day. And reflecting on my goals, uh, I was able to meet my walking goals. My heart rate goals, that also was met. I think I already naturally had that, to be honest. Um, but my fruit and vegetables, I didn't really meet that goal because I basically didn't put together a full diet that I can stick to that's like structured, routinely met. You feel me? Like But I did I did improve the diet. I just haven't actually finished developing a meal plan, which that actually won't be hard to do. So I could have had it done. I just didn't have it done yet. Um, and then increasing water food intake. Uh, nah, I fell slightly short, but my expected results did indicate that I would at least do half of that, which I did more than half of that. I just didn't reach the full 500 ounces of water a week. I did hit over 250 though, so overall I did decent. Um, my health, I feel like is getting better. Now that I'm like hitting the gym more, I am getting better. Because that was something I also wasn't really doing as much previously, and that kind of was a little bit outside of like the framework that I laid out for like this fitness, nutritional and fitness post. But I still felt the need to like do it just because I personally already was feeling like I was starting to get out of shape. Um, as far as what I can conclude, I've learned basically the importance of having like basically keeping track of the things that I'm doing, like, and how these little things can actually factor into your overall health. And yeah, the importance of being able to stick to it. Continue some of the habits, yes, I do want to continue walking more. I actually do enjoy walking. I feel like I learn new places and new areas better when I walk, and am able to observe more when I walk. And I'm more so interested into nature in that sense, even though part of like my routine walking is the same, so it's like I'm kind of seeing the same things, but I do enjoy walking and being outside in that way. um, Also in the gym consistently, like I've had some on and off moments in the past, but I've been consistent so far, so I just want to stick to that. You know what I'm saying? I do want to continue drinking water as well, and like removing myself from sugary drinks fully. Like at some point, at least soda. I want to remove myself from soda at some point. And long-term nutritional fitness goals, want to hit. I'm already at the weight that I want to hit. I'm 5'7" and 175 pounds. I just want to tone my body more. I just want to be a little bit more toned with it, because it's like borderline dad vibe, but not terrible. You feel me? So I just want to tone it a little bit more, and I think part of that is my diet. I think that's really the key. Long term is to have a strict diet that I can like stick to. And yeah, I'll say those are two main things, and I'm honestly pretty close to accomplishing that. I guess after that point, it's just being consistent. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Thank you.